So dear students, in our last section we have seen supervised learning, and in this section we will see unsupervised learning. In unsupervised learning, clustering plays the main important role, and it is generally the data driven type of machine learning algorithm. In unsupervised machine learning algorithm, we are not having any ground truth value. It is also one type of important machine learning algorithm. So in unsupervised learning, generally clustering plays the important role, factor analysis and principal component analysis. All these three plays the important role. So generally, as I said, in unsupervised learning we are not having the ground truth value, and that's why it is used for the raw data sets. As it is used for the raw data sets, the main task is to convert the raw data to the structured data. The main thing is to convert the raw data into the structured data. That is the important part of unsupervised learning. So in today's world, there is a huge amount of raw data that we know. In every field there is a raw data. Even the computer also generates the log files that we all know, and which are in the form of the raw data. And that's why it's important part of machine learning, because it is basically dependent on the pattern discovery. Now why pattern discovery? Because we are using clustering, and clustering is nothing but grouping according to its features, and that's why according to pattern we can do the groupism also. So it tries to surface the patterns and associations in data. Because why it is necessary to know the surface pattern and association? Because we are not having any existing ground truth value. Ground truth means already provided observations that we are not having, and that's why we have to go through these patterns. Now within this broad category of methods, the most commonly used are the clustering techniques. As we can see over here, in the unsupervised learning there are basically three, that is principal component analysis, clustering and factor analysis. But in unsupervised learning, the clustering plays the very important role. So clustering can be used to learn. Suppose we are talking about the natural customer segments, so the clustering techniques will know what is the behavior of that particular customer, what are the characteristics of that. So according to that we can observe the data set. So what we are doing over here, we are taking the input raw data, then we are doing the interpretation, where the unknown output we are having, no training data set we are having, we are applying the algorithm and processing, and then we are getting the output. The concept of unsupervised learning is not that much widespread, and frequently supervised learning is used, because that gives a very good accuracy, because we are having ground truth value over there. During the process of unsupervised learning, the system does not have concrete data sets. As I already said, it is used for the raw data sets only, and because of that the outcomes to most of the problems are largely unknown. We don't know what can be the outcome. So we expect that we have to consider, suppose we are having some particular image that has variety of colored geometric shapes on it. Now we have to match the geometric shapes. So what we will do, we will group it according to the color, according to the feature. That is nothing but the unsupervised learning. The whole process is somehow trickier over here, because we have to divide the data set into patterns according to their features. So the system works itself. Why? Because itself has to do the classification according to the various features. So whatever information related to the problem we are having, according to that the unsupervised learning system recognizes the similar objects, and after recognizing the similar objects it groups them together. After grouping them, the labeling is given to the objects, and that's why it is called as the cluster. because the label is given to the similar objects according to their characteristics. So that is nothing but the unsupervised learning is, where we are having the data set and that data set does not have any ground truth value, and that's why it is applicable on the raw data set generally, where we are applying the concept of clustering. Clustering is nothing but grouping of data. When we are dividing the data set, the division of that data set, suppose we are dividing it into number of groups, then that particular group is nothing but the cluster. So after dividing the particular data set according to its similar features, the observations are done, and that's why it is called as the unsupervised learning. Now in our next section we will see the third learning algorithm, machine learning algorithm, that is the reinforcement machine learning algorithm. In this section we have seen unsupervised learning, where we are not having any ground truth value, and that's why it is applicable on raw data, and that's why clustering is the main important part of unsupervised learning. Thank you.